some of the game's immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this Big Red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Spartans' offense will have the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open.
And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. It cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Cox. Trying to set up the screen. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cornhuskers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. High the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Cox. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. They'll run play action. Hauls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Spartans want to move quickly.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down.
Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? Now, we've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet. And you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll bring him to within 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. To the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Finding open areas. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Cornhuskers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense defense has set them up with a big play.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Collier. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. On the run, it's Burrell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on the... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Oh, better look out. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Finds a little space. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. The give on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Huskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. New set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Looking to throw, it's Cox. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Spartans line up to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The inside handoff. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Motion from the wideout. They go to the ground. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Caught in the backfield. It's Korn. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Spartans headed quickly to the line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing...
There he goes!
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Cox. Bringing the heat. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Looking to throw for it. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back's got it. Touchdown, Michigan State. A great catch and run for 6. Sometimes you hear people say that quarterbacks aren't tough. Watch that play and tell me that dude's not tough.
You can't coach that, Reese. That's unbelievable. To sit there with that kind of poise, knowing he's about to get smacked, and keep his vision and his focus downfield towards that open receiver, that was absolutely tremendous.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you'd like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the running back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Spartans in the hurry-up.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Looking to throw, it's Cox. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Try to get it to the edge. Shakes off the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Thorne. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets it out fast, and he'll be brought down. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Off play action. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. He got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Trying to run it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll try to pop the draw. Hard running there. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. Rides the back on the option to give. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Under fire. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Great job by the safety. You see safeties back in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, understanding where he's throwing the football. Great break, great interception.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Thorne. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Huskers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Snagged in the middle, it's Burrell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, it's Cox. Here comes the heat. Grabs it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Quick completion on the out route. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Touchdown, Sparty! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll do it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this second and short. The give to the lone running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for room. It's Parker. Look out, he's got room. He's loose on the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Jacksonville State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 17 to Middle Tennessee. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To throw, it's Cox. That's caught. It's calling.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Spartans will hustle to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quick strike complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Takes it on the shuffle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gonna run it. It's Burrell. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Never a doubt. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds him out of the backfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The kick is on its way. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goal. Turning it on! Got the first down. Looking for more. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Spartans are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Here's a heat. He'll heave it deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but Not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what they do on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man in the middle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Parker. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The play action fake. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Nebraska! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Back to pass, it's Cox. Right on the money. After the pickup of 9, it's second and 1. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo. The give from the gun. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Backed up now, here's second and long.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I?
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
It's a draw. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers are on the move. On the move, it's Parker. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Cornhuskers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Big fella moving. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll try to power it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. Touchdown, Husker! And the beatdown has ensued. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now on first down from the 30. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Collier. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Line is set on third down. Back to throw. It's Cox. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Spartans with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Spartans line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Going for the marker on the ground. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same time.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Michigan State 20.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Second down coming up.
Grab near the marker. It's Collier. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Cox. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Looking to throw again. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
At the 39. Second down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And 1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Fears the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Cox. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe run.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Handoff to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The screen, he's got wheels. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Back to pass, it's Cox. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat